Hi guys, it's Steve from Disruptive Wealth Creation. Today, many people and pundits are saying that we are moving towards a recession. If that's true and you are selling a product, branding could be the difference between whether you stay in business or go bankrupt. Today, we look at the advantages and disadvantages of branding. We focus on Gucci, world-renowned company, and we talk to Fred, who knows a bit about branding and marketing. And finally, if you stay to the end, I will share a company with you that you may want to think about investing in. Before we start, please hit the like button if you enjoy this video, as it helps the channel. And if you are a new visitor to this channel, please hit the subscriber button if you want to see more content. For those of you that are pushed for time, check out the timeline in the description below and skip to the part you want to see first. Right, now let's get into it. So what are the advantages of a company's branding? Well, a brand helps you establish yourself in the marketplace. It also enables you to create an identifiable and recognizable identity. Good branding can increase the value of the product and the company itself. The harder the company works on its branding, the more awareness it creates. Everybody knows about Coca-Cola, and everybody knows that the can is red with white Coca-Cola writing on it. They also recognize the bottle. The more often the consumer sees this product, the more likely they are to buy it. So, are there disadvantages to branding? Well, yes. Sometimes a brand can become commonplace. When people are in a restaurant and they ask for Coke, many of them are just requesting a fizzy drink and not necessarily asking for Coca-Cola. Sometimes an experience or an event can tarnish a brand's name. Look at Gazprom, for example. The company has been weaponized against the Western world by Russia and its war in Ukraine, and it has led to government sanctions against this company. Companies can get involved in politics and often find themselves in trouble. A good example of this is Ben & Jerry's ice cream that supports Palestinians on the West Bank. Some customers have refused to buy their ice cream for this simple reason. Fraud can also be a problem. When Nikola rolled out a lorry down a hill and claimed it was running on hydrogen power, which was untrue, their shares dropped and the CEO was arrested and jailed. Sometimes a company's brand can be pigeonholed. For example, look at Macdonalds, a fast food company. No matter how hard they try in selling their plant-based burgers and salads, consumers will never consider it a healthy option as a company. So, before we talk to Fred and see what he thinks, let's take a closer look at Gucci. Gucci is over 100 years old. It is a family business built on a solid reputation. It started with leather goods and then diversified into fashion pieces. From there was born an iconic fashion house called Gucci. Gucci, now owned by conglomerate Kering, is one of the hottest luxury brands in the world. In the 90s, it was under the direction of Tom Ford and Domenico de Sole. And today it is under the CEO, Marco Bizzari, and creative director, Alessandro Michele. Despite losing 22% of its sales during COVID, Gucci continues to be attractive to customers. Its Italian brand continues to stay relevant from one generation to the next generation of luxury customers. So how do they do it? Well, here is an example of a 2018 catwalk which took place in an operating room. It was described as nightmarish. It started with the first model not carrying a Gucci handbag to sell, but her head, followed by another model holding a baby dragon, and then another with a third eye. The 90 different looks on the models may have looked unsettling and disturbing, but they were able to move away from the traditional categories consumers were used to. So now, let's ask Fred, who goes to Sheffield Hallam University in England and is studying communications. what he thinks about Gucci and why people value Gucci and why people want to buy Gucci.
Every customer wants the best.
Yes.
You know, everybody goes to the market to buy what is good for them. So if I see a product and I know it's good, definitely I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I take for example this celebrity. If these Gucci products they are not good, they will definitely not identify with Gucci. So for them to stand with Gucci, for them to take photos in Gucci wears, you know, that shows that Gucci is actually doing the needful. I mean, producing great stuff.
Yeah.
That alone is a testimony that Gucci is doing well.
So finally, which big brands should we be investing in? Or which ones do we know? Well, from a personal point of view, I invest in Tesla, I invest in Apple, and I invest in Amazon. But you might want to have a look at Lvmh, a very interesting company that seems to be doing pretty well at the moment. I'm not a financial advisor, but please check this out. And finally, I would just like to give a shout out to a few channels that support me, and they include Invest for Tomorrow with Kay, Finance ABC, Bitcoin Renegade, and finally, Fine Dining. Check those guys out. They have awesome channels. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.